The absolute first thing we're doing is we're going to see Tomes. We got some reading to do. Where the hell
Clive,
is
was
he?
it?
Tony, where the hell are you? Oh my good god, I'm not even close to you.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Young and so many uses.
Good day. Or...
Yeah, we need to do some reading. Oh, damn.
You wish to study the tomes?
Okay, so a lot happened, obviously, since last time. And now, let's catch up. At Eastpool, an Imperial bearer turned deserter. He and his childhood friend Jill journeyed to their homeland of Rosaria to learn the truth of the events that shaped their histories. Their path takes them through the village of Eastpool, where they met with Hannah Murdoch, wife of the late Lord Commander. She presents Clive with a set of clothes that once belonged to his father. Jill, dominant of Shiva and Clive's childhood friend, after Clive and Sid spirited her away from the battlefield where she was being forced to fight for the Iron Blood. Jill was placed in the care of the Hideaway's talented physiker, Tarja, who nursed her back to health. Finally awake after a long period of convalescence, she sets out with Clive to discover the truth of their past. Okie dokie. Hugo. Blah, blah, blah. His greatest treasure, however, was always Benedict the Harmon. But when a servant of Waloed informed him that his love had been slain by Sid, his fury toward the outlaw and his allies knew no bounds. Yeah, that's where trouble comes in. Martha, landlady of the Golden Stables, the tavern at the heart of Martha's Rest, is also a friend of Sid's cause, keeping the Hideaway supplied with both victuals and information on developments in Western Storm. A second string to her business as she strives to keep secret. And then Bernard, yeah, he makes bridges. The former Duchess of Rosaria, now Empress of the Holy Empire of Sambrac. It was ever her purpose in life to preserve her phoenix-bearing bloodline, for which reason she betrayed her husband, that she might enter in league with a force she judged the mightier. Now she rules over Rosaria as vicereine of the imperial province, which she rules with a cruelty and contempt for the baseborn that was unknown in Archduke Elwin's day. Oh yeah, she's just a horrible person. Lord Commander of the Rosarian Army, Rodney Murdoch, outranked only by his firm friend Archduke Elwin. When Clive manifested into Ifra during the attack on Phoenix Gate, Murdoch lost his life. I mean, we kind of knew that. Wife of Rodney Murdoch, Lord Commander of the Rosarian Army. Since her marriage, she has resided in the Murdoch Manor in Eastpool, remaining there even after her husband's death at Phoenix Gate. She gladly welcomes Clive and Jill into her home, going so far as to give Clive a set of clothes that once belonged to his father, a reminder of happier times that she would rather live on than mouldered in a closet. I mean, fine. She remained there even after her husband's death at Phoenix Gate. Alas, her time was also be cut short at the hands of the villainous servants of Empress Annabella. That bitch. Okay, we have so much reading. Get your popcorn. We didn't even read Valisthea yet. What the hell have we been doing? A realm comprising the twin continents of Storm and Ash, over which the Mother Crystals stand timeless vigil. At the foot of each, great cities have risen up over the eons. Around them, powerful nations. Though this land has been blessed with the light of magic since time immemorial, in recent years a creeping blackness has begun to nod its borders. The Blight. Storm, the westerly of Valisthea's two great continents, with its frozen northern reaches, its temperate marshy midlands, and the searing heat of the south, it boasts a breadth of climes and cultures not seen anywhere else in the known realms. Sid's Hideaway, a hidden refuge built on fallen ruins in the blighted lands of Central Storm. It is from here that Sid operates his secretive society of freed bearers, so accustomed or most so-called branded to ill treatment at their master's hands that their first experience of something approaching freedom within the hideaway's walls, be it even something as small as a hot meal or a soft bed, can come as a considerable shock. The imperial province of Rosaria, the lands comprising the western reaches of the continent of Storm. Formerly known as the Grand Duchy of Rosaria, it became an imperial province after its annexation by the Holy Empire of Sambrek in the year 861. Annabella Lesage, once Duchess of Rosaria and now Empress of Sambrek, was granted stewardship of her former home and the title of Vicereine, a role she embraced with sadistic relish, enacting a regime of crippling taxation and constant surveillance, along with renewed persecution of the bearer population. Rosalith, the capital city of the Duchy of Rosaria. Rosalith Castle, seat of the Archduke, stands at the heart of this storied settlement. Alas, the encroaching blight has rendered vast swaths of land to the north uninhabitable, driving refugees south in ever greater numbers and placing an unbearable strain on Rosalith's all too finite resources. What happened to the castle after the imperial annexation? Well-armed Samberquois garrison has been stationed here since 860, when the duchy was annexed by the Empire following the tragedy at Phoenix Gate and the subsequent invasion by the Iron Crusade. Okay. Phoenix Gate, the apothecary. The remains of the fortress destroyed in the year 860. On what came to be known as the Night of Flames, the castle's invasion by Samberquois assassins, and the battle between the two icons of fire that arose in its wake. Ancient ruins lie beneath and are reached by means of an underground pathway. Prior to Rosario becoming an imperial province, the gate was of great importance to the people of the duchy, being the site of the rite of ancestral communion. The apothecary, a place of worship located in the depths of Phoenix Gate, an ancient stronghold on the northwestern border of the former Duchy of Rosaria. A large mural dominates the sacred chamber, where the rite of ancestral communion, a ceremony carried out by the duchy's dominant prior to marching into battle, was once performed. The highest of the noble houses in Rosaria. Those are Field, okay. Okay. I obviously messed up. We didn't read enough last time. Holy moly. The Ducal Loyalists, those who maintain allegiance to the late Archduke Elwin and work for the revival of the fallen Duchy of Rosaria. After Rosaria was incorporated into the Empire, most swore loyalty to their new vicereine, the Empress Annabella, even more converting after they saw how those who refused to change their allegiances were persecuted. This persecution was to only grow, culminating in the burning of East Pool by Imperial troops on the pretext that their reluctance to surrender Rosalith's bearers to the constabulary proved their disloyalty to the Holy Throne. The term had a different meaning in the time before Imperial occupation. Rosaria was founded by the union of several small independent nations, which led by its own noble house. These houses remained powerful even after unification, sometimes leading to friction between the loyalists who argued for the Archduke's ultimate authority and the separatists who pushed for return. Okay. Martha's Rest, a small settlement huddled atop a rocky tor overlooking the swampy lowlands of southeastern Rosaria. Sellswords gather in its barracks, hawkers in its streets, while those short on work can be heard singing over flagons of ale from morning until night in the village's eponymous tavern. While the former duchy may want for cheer since being annexed by the Empire, the rest is a rare spot of sunshine among the gloom, and most travelers make a point of stopping over when they pass through. Holy shit. Did I read anything? Glademond Abbey, a clutch of humble stone buildings perched above Sorrowwise Bay in the Imperial Province of Rosaria's southeastern lowlands. The abbey was built in order to propagate the Gregorian faith after the Duchy of Rosaria was made part of the Holy Empire of Sambrek, and as such, in one of the rare examples of imperial architecture in the region. The Night of Flames, an imperial attack on Rosarian forces stationed at Phoenix Gate, made under the cover of night in the year 860. Archduke Elwin Rosfield was killed in the fightings, as were his two sons, though the bodies of the latter were never recovered, having thought to have been wholly consumed by hellfire. The attack was widely rumored to have been facilitated by the traitorous Duchess Annabelle, although official explanations attempted to shift the blame onto the Phoenix having run inexplicably rampant. Of course. Of course. The tutorialization of Rosaria. In the year 861, taking advantage of the discord arising from Rosaria's eternal woes in the wake of the Night of Flames, the Ironblood launched an attack that inflicted devastating losses on an already crippled nation, robbing it of what little power remained. Later that same year, Sambrek stepped in and forced the once proud duchy to submit to one final humiliation by becoming a vassal state of the Empire, just as Duchess Annabella and her imperial conspirators had planned. Okay, that makes more sense now. She just wanted Sambrek to, like, take them over. And was like, if this is how it's going to be done, this is how it's going to be done. Three reads. An area of marshland in the eastern part of the imperial province of Rosaria, just south of Martha's Rest. Numerous shacks and hovels dotted about the swamps suggest the area was once at least sparsely populated. However, it now most lie broken and abandoned, their owners having fled more habitable climes once the waters began to rise. Okay. A hamlet Eastpool, a hamlet located in the eastern part of the imperial province of Rosaria. It was once surrounded by fertile farmland, but the southward creep of the Blight eventually drove out most of the inhabitants. In the aftermath of the attack on Phoenix Gate in 860, and the Ironblood invasion that followed, many fled here, including bearers who had lost their masters. The majority of the population, however, was wiped out in the culling of bearers ordered by Empress Annabella, and the village now lies abandoned and in ruins. Yeah, I was just there. The Purge of Eastpool. The Purge was a brutal attack on the Rosarian village of Eastpool in the year 873. Annabelle the Sage, Holy Empress of Sambrek, and Vicerine of Rosaria, ordered that all bearers being harbored by the villagers be slaughtered, along with those ducal loyalists who had given them shelter. In the ensuing massacre, Eastpool's population was effectively decimated, and ultimately the village was abandoned. The Holy Empire of Sambrek. Political power in the empire technically resides with the 5 cardinals, but even they are bound to the whims of the Holy Emperor and those matters of state in which he takes interest. In the year 860, at Emperor Sylvester's behest, the cardinals agreed upon a plan to liberate Rosaria from the marauding forces of the Iron Kingdom, after which the duchy had little choice but to bend the knee and become an imperial province. We gotta read about dragoons now? I didn't read about dragoons? Holy moly. Lance-wielding knight of the Holy Empire of Sambrek, the dragoons are trained in a unique acrobatic fighting style modeled after the movements of dragons, which is characterized by sudden thrusts and disorienting leaps and dives. Gregorian scripture hold the creature to be divine, a gift from the goddess herself, and so too are their namesakes, revered by the populace. I swear I read that. The Vice-Regency. After the incorporation of Rosaria into the Empire, Emperor Sylvester elected not to rule the new province directly, but to make it a vice-regency with Rosalith as its provincial capital. Okay, that makes more sense, I guess. Well, the Hanged Man, Quinton's Tavern in Lostwing. Oh yeah, god, we went here a long time ago. Holy moly. It's also frequented by traveling traders seeking to load their wagons with Lostwing's famous wine. There's so much to read. What have I done? The Greatwood, a vast forest in the southwestern part of Sambrek. Wildlife thrives here, but the delicately balanced ecosystem has been thrown into disarray in recent years by the encroachment of the Blight, and the beasts driven before it. So dangerous has it become that travelers rarely venture here. The Orbel Downs, in southwestern Sambrek, where the Greatwood ends, lie the secluded meadows of Orbel. Here the soil is rich in the climate temperament, while the sloped terrain provides ample runoff for rain, making the location perfect for growing of wine grapes, something that the residents of nearby Lostwing take very seriously. Norvent Valley, an expansive river valley that cuts through southern central Sambrek. The fortress of Cairn Norvent rises along its eastern edge. The King's Fall, located in western Sambrek near the Rosarian border. The King's Fall is a towering cataract fed by the waters of multiple converging tributaries. Though these waters long played an integral part in the lives of nearby settlers, an influx of displaced beasts fleeing from the Blight has forced many to abandon their claim to the resource. Yeah, the Tempest, a raging vortex born upon Benedict the Harmon's descent into madness and loss of control over her icon Garuda. Its power is such that not only are entire villages swept up by its passing, but the very ground beneath it is gouged and disfigured. I was gonna say it's gauged, and I was like, well, no, that's not how it works. It was gouged. Here once did rage a storm born of dominance madness, a storm within which the icons Garuda and Ifrit clashed, and from which only one would emerge. Their struggle saw the landscape razed as holts, farms, and villages that once stood for ages were in but mere moments struck from existence. Now all that remains is a blackened waste somehow even more lifeless than the blighted deadlands. Belinus Tor, named for the highest of its peaks, Sambrecht's Belinus Tor is a region of rolling, grassy hills slightly inland of where the Strait of Otha meets the Sea of Grace. In the year 873, it was the site of a decisive battle in the kingdom of Wolode's failed bid to regain a foothold in Storm. Wait, so they lost? I thought they had the upper hand. The Dalmatian Republic, a nation formed from a federation of 5 smaller states. It is located in the southern half of the continent of Storm and has its capital at Randella. Also home to the mother crystal known as Drake's Fang, inside which stands Castle Dasbog, home of Hugo Kupka, dominant of Titan and warden of the earth. Castle Dasbog right here. A castle built within the dome-like mountain that contains Drake's Fang. It is the primary residence of Hugo Kupka, dominant of Titan, and is lavishly appointed to suit his extravagant taste. The Republican Parliament, the highest council of government of the Republic of Dalmekia. 7 ministers are responsible for ruling the nation, though their will is often molded to that of their permanent economic advisor, Hugo Kupka, who leverages his powers as the dominant of Titan to shape the Republic's policy. Oh, so he just does what he wants. Okay. I gotcha. Does their Nitra consult? Looking to bring an end to their long-running conflict with the Iron Kingdom, the Dalmics convened a council with their Woloder allies at Zanitra stronghold. However, the Woloders were unwilling to concede to the Dalmics' requests, leaving the Republic no choice but to field its dominant, Hugo Kupka. In doing so, Parliament further indebted itself to this already powerful player in national politics. The Kingdom of Wolode. The sole surviving nation in Ash, Wolode has its capital at Stone here, home to the Mother Crystal of Drake's Spine. Its ruler Barnabas Tharner, dominant of Odin and warden of darkness, recently dispatched units of intelligencers to Storm with the order to scout ahead prior to a full-scale invasion. Having ceded territory to the Holy Empire of Sambrecht in the Battle of the Twin Realms in the year 865, the Woloders launched an attack on Belinus Tor in 873, 8 years later, with the intent of regaining their lost foothold on the continent across the strait. I mean, we are learning, like, a shit ton. The Royal Knights of Wolood. The Kingdom of Wolood's main battlefield forces, also known as the Kingsguard. While they ultimately answer to King Barnabas, the Knights' orders are usually issued by their Lord Commander, the Royal Intelligencers. A special unit led by Benedict the Harmon, dominant of Garuda, are a notable exception to this rule, reporting as they do directly to the king. And then we have this one. Unlike Wolode's main battlefield forces, whose orders are usually issued by their Lord Commander, the Intelligencers reported directly to the king. Or at least they did, until their dissolution in the aftermath of Sid and Clive's surprise attack on Car Norvent. The Boiling Crusade. A surprise attack launched by the Iron Kingdom on the Duchy of Rosaria in the year 860. Rosaria was critically weakened at the time, having lost Archduke Elwin Rosfield and been plunged into chaos in the aftermath of the attack on Phoenix Gate. The Ironblood unleashed a wave of murderous destruction on the Rosarians, and returned home with human spoils in the form of countless young women and children, Jill Warwick among them. Yuck. Thalan, a mining settlement in the southern part of the continent of Ash. It is known for the adamantite it produces, a resource highly prized for its unrivaled durability. But this is both a blessing and a curse. leading as it has to repeated attacks by marauding orcs over the years. Orcs? What the fudge? I thought there was only goblins. Though previously well protected, the encroachment of the Blight has seen citizens deserting in their droves, leaving the town ever more vulnerable to attack. And Drake's Breath, one of Alicea's 5 remaining mother crystals, located on the volcanic isle known to the Ironblood as Bane Lodlad, in the seas between Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom. I don't know what the hell that word is. Though its occupation can historically be traced to the Duchy, control of the crystal was recently wrested from Rosaria's grasp by the Crusade following a series of bitter conflict. The bandits, those who make their coin by stealing from others or from their corpses. Banditry is outlawed in every corner of the realm, so those who turn to it must make their beds far from eyes of the constabulary, often setting up camp in abandoned villages. Some brigands will elect to band into small armies, that together they might have the strength to make raids upon towns and villages in search of the food and funds they need to survive. Oh, we are almost done. Bitterly cold region, the Northern Territories. Cold region to the northern continent of Storm. It was originally home to the mother crystal known as Drake's Eye, around which a series of small nations sprang up. Nations whose belligerence proved troublesome for Rosaria over the centuries. In time, however, the Mother Crystal's power dwindled, and with it the power of these warlike nations. With the Blight encroaching on their territory evermore, the remaining tribes were united and pacified by Archduke Elwin Rosfield of Rosaria in the year 854. The Battle of the Twin Realms was a conflict fought between the Holy Empire of Sambrek and the Kingdom of Olud in the year 865. Sambraquois forces, with the power of the icon Bahamut on their side, took the Strait of Otha back from Olud, putting an end to the blockade that had lasted several decades. The Oluders, looking to hold back the Sambraquois advance by any means necessary, formed an alliance with the Dalmekian Republic, who themselves were waging war against the Iron Kingdom on the Western Front, and prevented the Empire from progressing any further. Interesting. Then the last one, the Crystalline Orthodox, a religion dedicated to the worship of the Mother Crystals. Its priesthood enjoyed great power, with the Patriarch, leader-in-chief, shepherd of the faithful, the most powerful of all. While best known as the state religion of the insular Iron Kingdom, it was once practiced throughout Valisthea. To its believers, the Mother Crystals are literal gods, and the wasteful expenditure of aether through the use of magic is strictly forbidden. As such, those who do use magic, dominance and bearers both, are seen as subhuman abominations. Ooh, great. Great. Okay. So we're done the persons of interest and lay of the land. Mysteries of the realm. Good God. Okay, well that's fine. We'll get to we'll do Mysteries of the Realm
You're
next.
always welcome, Clive.
Thanks, Hippocrates. My throat hurts.
Haven't you done
Read a damn novel.
Do you need any help, Miss Molly?
I don't know.
Let's just go see Sid.
Don't mind me.
I need to be cheered up. Sid, cheer me up.
We can keep running. Or we can walk through this door.
Oh, there he is.
This place is getting more crowded by the day.
I tell myself the bustle's a blessing. There'll be time enough for quiet contemplation when I'm dead. So, did you find the answers you were looking for?
Yeah, kind of.
I still don't know what to make of this gift, curse, or whatever it is I've been given. But there is one thing I can say for certain. I am a dominant, Ifrit. And there is nothing I can do to change that. It is a burden I must bear until my dying day.
Spoken true. Forgiveness and in turn salvation can only begin with acceptance. It's a path we all must walk, no matter how colourful our histories.
Sid, you once told me that you wanted to build a place where people could die on their own terms.
I did.
I've been thinking about that. Why not a place where people can live on their own terms? For 13 years, killing was all I knew. So obsessed with death that I never stopped to consider the lives of those around me. Lives that I see now were scarcely worth living. Be they bearers or beggars, most march blindly to their end, never realizing that they too deserve a choice. And I dare not turn a blind eye to their suffering any longer.
So, atonement then, is it?
That was the answer we found.
The only one we need.
I'll be expecting you both to pull your weight.
And we will.
Well then, with a sprinkle of fire and ice, this plan of mine might just work.
Oh my goodness.
What trouble are you looking to get yourself into now?
The best kind. We're going to sneak into the Imperial capital and pay a visit to Mother.
Earlier. Oh my goodness. Oriflamme, the Holy Empire of Sanbreque. Yep. Play the prelude again. The Council of Elders, White Worm Lair.
And the last of our farmholds in the eastern provinces has succumbed to the blight.
Without their yield, we will be hard-pressed to fill the capital's granaries before winter.
If there is a capital by then, the black creeps closer as we speak.
And yet you do naught but bawl and bluster.
Your Radiance?
If it is fertile land the Empire requires, we need but look south.
If you mean the crystalline Dominion's holdings, we are bound by mutual accord. Theirs is a neutral state whose borders we are sworn to respect.
Gentlemen, did we swear to see our people starve?
Well, I really do think
The gates of Oriflamme buckle at the flood of those come seeking refuge from the blight. If there is not grain enough to feed those within our walls, how, pray tell, will we feed those without? But instead of setting your minds to riddles such as these, you lock horns with an enemy from across the sea, sending our soldiers to the slaughter in their thousands. The Empire bleeds, and you sit here prattling like crones in a tea house. And you fancy yourselves leaders of men. Sanbreque is naught without her citizens. We are but their servants. If their land is being wrested away, it is our duty to claim new lands for them.
Oh, of course it is, yeah.
Your Radiance! You cannot mean a war of conquest.
That is exactly what I mean. It is time we expanded our dominion. This is the will of great Grieger.
Okay, so add another nation into
then we must find a way to distract
the battles that are
How
happening.
much will that cost? And what of our legions? Shall we raise the furs?
Well, someone will have to contend with the Dalmex.
I will not keep you. You all have much to do.
We got our team, the Dalmatian Republic, the Empire, Barnabas. Just doesn't end. Whose side is anyone on?
Where is my son?
The Lord Prince is currently garrisoned at the Strait of Arthur. If it please you, I can send word requesting his immediate return to the Holy Capital.
That won't be necessary. Tell him instead to see to his wounds. Bahamut's strength will be needed again soon.
As you command.
I think... Yeah, Waloed. Barnabas and Waloed, yeah. No, we're not going to even get a second.
I must have misheard. You mean to tell me that the mother crystals are the reason the world is dying? Are you mad?
I have been called that on occasion, but no, not today. We've all seen it firsthand. Empty wastes where once were green meadows. Land drained so dry of its ether, not even the rats remained. But where was it all going? I spent years searching for an answer, until I saw it standing right in front of me. There, in the self-same crystals we look to for their so-called blessing. All right, listen. Take this crystal. How does it allow us to conjure magics? Answer, by drawing ambient ether from the air. And where do these crystals come from?
That's easy. They're mine from the mother crystals.
Hello, Gav.
They're one and the same. Although admittedly, this here fits more easily in the pocket.
But the mother crystals are massive. Some as large as mountains.
So you see the problem. Imagine just how much ether can be drawn by something that size. As to where it's all going, mind, well, I can't know everything, can I?
We are taught that the mother crystals are divine. Their ether a gift from the heavens. For centuries, nations have fought and fallen for want of that gift. If what you say is true, how did no one else see it?
Who says they didn't? Maybe the truth was inconvenient.
Exactly. They know.
Inconvenient to whom, exactly?
The higher-ups? The gods themselves?
So now you want to do something about the crystals? And what? We're not helping bearers and dominants anymore.
I didn't say that. I made a promise and I intend to keep it. But if we continue down this path, there's only one fate that awaits the realm. And we can't very well set our people free if they're all lying dead in a blighted ditch. Not if we want to create a place where they can live on their own terms anyway. Sort of defeats the purpose. So, if we have to bring the old world crashing down in order to build us a new one, what say you? Are you with me?
Yes.
I suppose it's about time I repaid your faith.
You could have just said aye. But it's nice to have you aboard all the same.
What have I got myself into? I'm going to need more than a few potions for this.
You're not wrong. Yeah, Sid is very well written. I like Sid a lot. Also, this is just kind of like a me thing. But like, you can see what percentage of the game, like how far you're through, like story progression. It gives you a percent on the main screen of the PlayStation. I'm fairly close to about, I don't know, halfway maybe, depending on how accurate it is. But like, this is like a big story moment. Like getting back here and then Sid just being like, hey, welcome to the team. By the way, you know the things that have just like made the world go round forever? We're gonna destroy them. It's like, damn, I feel like this should have been motivation like earlier in the game. So much shit has happened and now it's like, now we have our plan. Okay, well, Sid, let's do it.
Don't mind me. Just taking a quick breather, ain't I?
The percent on the PS is not accurate. Do you know this for fact? Because I was also thinking the same thing when I saw my percentage. I was thinking the same thing.
No, oh please.
You've lost a letter. Nothing too important, I hope.
Not just a letter. I lost everything. There's a hole in my damn pack, and fool that I am, I didn't bloody notice.
It can't be that bad, surely.
How could it be any worse? I'm a courier. I carry things. If I can't do my job right, then what am I good for? Nothing, that's what. I buggered it right up. That means no herbs for the infirmary, and no fresh meat for our cooking pots. Worst of all, that letter I lost? It was for Sid. A letter he's been waiting on for days.
Oh, great.
Maybe if you retrace your steps.
I'd scour Storm from coast to coast if I could, but there are curse breakers in the field, counting on my arrival. No. I'll just have to own up to Otto and Sid. They're gonna skin me alive.
Fine.
Not my problem.
Tell me where to look.
Not my problem. Bye.
Thank you.
It sounds like the hideaway could use those supplies. So, where should I start?
Gotan's bales, perhaps? I took a tumble in the bushes when I was passing through. There's a chance my pack might have caught on something. If you can find everything I dropped, you'll be doing us all a favor. And if you can find Sid's letter, you'll be saving my life.
If it's there, I'll find it.
Wonderful. Now, I have to run if I'm to make my next delivery in time. I trust you can find your way to Gotan's bales.
Let's not forget that Kupka's spy followed us
Sid
back
doesn't
here.
like to be kept
And
waiting.
Kupka wants us all dead, so this could turn bad.
I'm sure he doesn't.
Very quick.
The letter won't last very long out in the elements. I should make for Sambrek as soon as I can.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Sorry, Karen, I can't talk to you yet. Karen.
Never this late.
Postmaster. Another one?
Where are you, Randall?
Is everything all right?
Forgive me, young man. I was in a world of my own. I'm worried about my friend, you see. He left some time ago and hasn't returned. You know what it's like out there for a bearer on his own.
Why leave the safety of the hideaway?
For coin. Sad though it is, our need outweighs the risk. The hideaway can't survive on goodwill alone. And though Karen does what she can, her coffers aren't bottomless. Wait, you were a soldier, were you not? In the Imperial Army?
I was.
Then might I ask a favour of you? I'm too old to be traipsing hither and yon. Will you go and find him for me?
Of course
I'll
I
do
will.
what I can.
Oh, thank you.
There's never been a side quest I didn't want to do.
His name is Randall, and I suspect you'll find him in Lost Wing. He's been working for Quinton, the tavern keeper. He'll know something, I'm sure.
I'll speak to him.
Safe travels, my friend. And thank you again.
No worries, Albin. No. No more 1,000 tomes. No more. No more. Oh, right. Also, we kind of glossed over the fact that I got new at this. I got some new abilities. After accepting that I am Ifrit. But it looks like it might... Oh, that's cool. Summon them and they take damage for you? That's really cool. I like that. Then ignition, you just shoot forward. Oh, damn. Yo, Prince. So how does this work now? Do I have to... I'm still Phoenix, but I can do... Okay. Let's do that one. Increases attack by 7. What else do we got? Oh yeah, don't forget I did get the Okay, I'm gonna go talk to what's his name over here? Blackthorn.
Make it quick. What'd you
Because
want?
I got, yeah. Oh, it needs Stormcry. To craft it, so I'll eventually get something that needs Flame Tongue then. Oh, interesting, okay.
No scratches, all right?
I wonder if I can eventually find wind shards.
Anything else?
Just so I can make the, although, you can't upgrade them, so it doesn't really matter. God, that looks cool. Look at that sword. Oh! Ooh! Okay. Let's go teleporting. Orbital Downs, yep. Head here quick. These shouldn't take too long to do. As you can see, everything is right here. Actually, false one is 400 yards away. What the hell? What was this guy doing?
The courier said his pack might have split while he was passing through the bales. I better keep my eyes open.
Oh, the courier's dumb as hell. I just had to show my sick jump.
Good. Looks like I'm in the right area.
Comfy ass music.
More of the lost supplies.
Calm down, I feel like it's up here. Nope. Never lucky.
I
Never
doubt he could
lucky.
have fit much more in his pack. Still no sign of Sid's letter, though. We've come this far.
What are you?
A
Hello.
little overdressed to be picking grapes, aren't you? Are you here for Master Quentin?
I'm looking for a letter someone dropped nearby.
Give me some grapes,
I
lady.
suppose you've seen it.
Can't say I have, sorry.
Well, if you do,
Wait, I did pass a dog with something in its mouth a little while back. Could have been a piece of paper. No idea if it was your letter, but you never know.
which way did it go?
Towards Lost Wing? Seemed well looked after to me. Dare say someone there's been feeding it.
To the village then. Thank you.
2 for 1. The 2 for 1 special. Can I just teleport to Lost Wing? You betcha. Look at that loading time.
Back are you? Did Master Quentin summon you? The shad's all salted and smoked.
Hi, buddy.
It seems we have our culprit. Sorry, boy.
Don't make me chase him.
Someone's waiting for this. And he's waited long enough already. Hopefully this will keep our courier out of trouble.
I love how mad the dog was. The dog was like, this is my letter. Look, it says to dog. No, that says Sid. To dog. Can I go down here? Dude, where is Quentin at?
Sun's setting fast. They'll all be back from the vineyard soon.
It was so dark in here I couldn't see anything. Hello, Quentin. Remember me?
Ah, if it isn't
Made me
Sid's
sleep on the
young
floor
protege.
for no reason.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
I'm looking for a bearer called Randall. I hear he's been coming to you for work. He was expected back at the hideaway some time ago. A friend of his asked me to check on him.
Randall, you say? The porter? Yes, I know him. And I can't say I'm surprised if he has been delayed. I gave him enough to do. Though, thinking about it, he should probably have been back by now.
I'll go and look for him. Where was he headed?
He was to meet an associate of mine to the south of here, on Lorbert's Pass. I do hope nothing's happened to him. Be sure to let me know, Clive.
No, you made me sleep on the floor. You're lucky I can't attack you. Oh, way over here. Oh, looks like we're running to it. I think I can get there by going this way. Yeah. We gotta go back through this area though, that's nice. Where's the airship when you need one? Two gil, wow. I'm so lucky. I'm rich, damn it. You okay, buddy? What happened?
You all right?
The hanged man. Thank the gods. You're one of us. We were attacked. Beastmen on the road. Randall knew he didn't play the hero, but the sod insisted on drawing him off.
Oh.
Where did this happen?
further down the road. In the clearing. Please. You have to see that he's safe.
I'll do what I can. You go back to Lost Wing and tell Quentin what happened.
Don't worry, I'll deal with it. Slay the Beastmen. Now, like, what are Beastmen? Oh, they are goblins.
Goblins. Why am I not surprised? Keep your distance, boy.
That's actually so funny.
Sick of Over here. There, boy. Get him, boy.
It's your turn now, buddy. Okay. You hit faster than you used to.
Don't let them get away. Give them all you've got, boy.
I love that move. It is so insane.
Sick of Torgal. You know what to do, boy. Too slow. There, boy.
Oh, I have to control that? Okay. That's a little less good if I have to control it. I just moved right by him.
Too slow. Not this time.
Yeah, I was stuck between a rock and a fat place. He was gonna get me eventually.
Don't let them get away. Keep your distance, boy. There, boy. You know what to do, boy. Get him, boy. Over here. Don't let them get away.
Oh, that move is so funny.
Get him. Get him, boy. Sick of Torgal. Not this time. Too slow. Not this time.
Can't get away from the freaking boundary areas. Holy moly. The bone necklace, nice. We okay, everyone? Inspect Randall's body. Oh. Sorry, Randy. Yeah, he's dead alright. Probably got hit by the big swing.
Sorry, Randall. Looks like I was too late. He doesn't deserve to rot by the roadside. I'll speak to Quentin.
So sad. If only he was paying attention. I say that like the goblins didn't ambush him, but...
But how did the grocer know his daughter?
We haven't much, but you're free to look.
Yo, what is this? Lionheart tonic. It is said that one's own limits are made to be broken, but that doing so is easier said than done. Fortunately, there are ways of convincing the mind that such improbable feats are not only possible, but readily within reach, this tonic being one of them. Oh, wow. Gradually fills the limit break gauge for 30
You're always
seconds.
welcome here in Lostwing.
Sun's setting fast.
I mean, honestly, it seems like it fills out fairly fast on its own. Like, I could have used it twice in that fight.
Ah, there you are. My man told me what happened. And? I can't help but notice you're alone.
Did he tell you that Randall was smeared on the side of the road?
Damn it. I feared as much.
He's not far from the South Gate. I trust you'll do right by him.
Of course. I'll send someone right away. I knew he was brave, though I didn't know he was reckless. Poor fool.
And you known him long?
A while. I liked the fact that he didn't shy away from dangerous work.
Oh, well, now he's
dead. He liked what I paid.
Because it helped keep the hideaway afloat.
I'll tell Sid what happened here. I expect he'll be none too pleased to learn of Randall's fate. And I suppose you're none too happy either. For your trouble.
For Gil. Okay, not bad. Not bad, not bad. How do I... Dude, I keep hitting the screenshot button. I'm gonna have a bunch of screenshots of Clive just standing there. For some reason, I keep hitting that button to open up the menu for some reason. I don't know.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Wanted to send a message.
Sorry, chicken.
Maybe I should just... Oh, there you are. I just
Here you
got
go.
back to the hideaway and thankfully Otto hasn't seen me yet. I don't suppose you,
Found the things you dropped. I did.
I was so sure they'd be gone. And the letter?
Only a little worse for wear.
Letter intended for delivery to the hideaway by a clumsy courier Glenn, lost on the road. There you go, take everything.
No more skulking about in the shadows for me then. And all thanks to you. Losing those supplies was one thing, but if Sid had found out about that letter...
Is it about Cursebreaker business?
If only. It's from his daughter. She's off studying in Canver, and her letters are all that keeps Sid sane while she's away.
He has a daughter.
Never mentioned a daughter.
Oh, he's a busy man. And thanks to you, he won't be wasting his time smiting careless couriers with levin boats. So I'd say you did us both a service. Here, for your troubles. If there's anything you're wanting from Sid, today's the day. He'll be sweet as honey once he gets his hands on this.
Dude, do I ever get anything good for doing these?
So what God's forsaken corner of the realm is Sid dragging you off to this time?
You don't want to know.
Oriflamme.
The Holy Capital. And what business would you lot have in...
Yeah, this is a bad
Second
idea.
thoughts, I don't want to know.
I can sell Invictus. That's pretty messed up.
Speaking of Oriflamme, I hear the trading routes leading south have seen more than double the usual traffic. If you ask me, summat foul's brewing. And it ain't Tyre's borbile tea. Just go and see Otto, will you?
All right.
Thanks, Meemaw.
Clive, was it?
Yo, Midnight.
Take a seat, Clive. So you're really going through with it?
Yeah,
She's
Otto.
been talking about bringing down a mother crystal since I've known it. But that's all it's ever been. Talk.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment. Seems the hiding the royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march again. This time, due south.
Another war.
All as the great Grieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. But that's God's for you, innit? Still, might work to our advantage on this occasion. Wars breed chaos. On the front lines, and at home. With a fair wind behind them, a handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme. No trouble. It's making it to the capital that's the problem.
The checkpoint.
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach. Lucky for you, I might just know of a way.
This.
Well, no, not that. That gets you an audience with the Dame. And it's the Dame who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send a Stolas in the morning. Let her know you're coming. We go way back. And she's a true friend of the cause. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
That's good of you, but who is this dame, and where will I find her?
She's the proud proprietress of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute, the Vale. And she's quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
A woman. Right.
I don't know what that means, but I'm excited to find
Don't
out.
go blinding her with your charm now, lad. I'll be expecting a full report when you get back.
Are you insinuating something, Otto? Alliant reports unlocked. The heck is this? These reports compiled by the Cursebreakers contain information on quests currently available. Oh, okay. So
I suppose that's everything. Now to find Gav.
So now we can see, like,
Oh,
instead of going to the map and having to go to areas, he'll just tell me where they are.
Service. Well, at the hideaway service anyway. Otto's put me in charge of reading through the reports sent in by our allies and picking out any problems that might warrant the attention of the Cursebreakers. Or any other willing volunteers. And there's no shortage of problems, I can tell you. Or maybe I don't have to. I'll warrant a strapping lad like you's got people begging him for help wherever you go. Anyway, if you're ever interested in taking a look over the list, just say the word. Reckon you could probably tick off the odd thing here and there. They say little acts of kindness are their own reward. But if that ain't enough, these have got proper bounties on them and all. Here you go.
Okay, yeah. So I would have had to go to Sambrek to figure, or this area to find them. Like, where is this at? Okay, that's
Think you
cool.
can
I
help?
like that. That's just an easier way to do stuff. I like that a lot. And the thing is I'm thinking about, like, oh, the Empire's marching down to take more land. But, like, to us right now, that doesn't matter. We're not on a side. If this whole place becomes embroiled in war, I mean, really, it doesn't necessarily affect us. We're not on a side. So when the Dalmacs, the Waluders, and the Samberquois all fight each other because they're all greedy as hell, we'll just do what we want to do. We'll just sneak around. Easy peasy.
Well, 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 someone's
Narrator.
in a hurry.
It wasn't easy
Just
peasy.
following orders.
Funny, I never took you for the type.
Can't
Funny.
always obedient as you, Gav.
Eh?
Fine day for a little mischief, wouldn't you say?
Is this all of us?
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
No, he should come.
Just the three of us, then.
I don't know what's gonna happen here when we leave.
Drake's Head is the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed. And should that plan fail, well, we have our icons to fall back on.
Sid, I don't know if I can. Ifrit still seems to come and go as he pleases.
Ordinarily, priming an icon comes naturally to a dominance. But then, you are no ordinary dominance.
Well, he's still got the blessing of the Phoenix, doesn't he?
Not to mention what he sucked out of Garuda. And did I ever tell you about how he was once the greatest shield in Rosaria? You know, I reckon he could probably cut us a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
Let's try not to find out.
I agree.
We're less likely to be spotted if we travel separately. I'll meet you in Northreach in a few days. You two behave now.
Sid sees it. Sid knows. So we're headed to Lost Wing to meet with Sid. Okay. But first, we're gonna head here to Martha's Rest and do the side quest. We have a few days. Sid's taking his time, don't worry. You're worrying too much, okay? Eventually, these side quests might give me something good, so I can't not do
I've
them.
seen your face before. You're a friend of Martha's. Help us, I beg you.
Help you with what?
Bandits in the Golden Stables. They're waving their swords around. I think they're gonna kill someone. When I saw what was happening, I slipped out the back. I should have stayed, but... Oh, please help them.
All right. I'll see to your problem.
Thank you.
How many were there?
I was out of the door too fast to count.
It's
They
fine.
looked a nasty bunch, though. Be careful in there.
I'll dust them, don't worry. Don't worry. I will dust them. Get everyone else out.
Ha! Golden Stables, my ass. All Martha's hiding back here is coppers.
Hey, you little shits.
Oh, that's a fine sword, friend. Heavy, though, I expect. What say we relieve you of it?
What's say? Guess what?
Get him, lads. I want that blade.
Oh, you fools. You fools.
I'll be keeping my blade, thank you.
They should be disintegrated.
There he is, the hero of the Golden Stables.
People will think twice about pushing us around again, thanks to you. We're lucky you were nearby. No good cowards wouldn't have dared set foot in the place if I'd been here, of course.
But you weren't. I thought you told me you had someone watching the place.
The Blood Axes keep an eye on the tavern, yeah. When they're not busy keeping the peace, that is. I've spread them as thin as they'll go. The Empire might be in charge, but that don't mean they care to keep us safe. If it weren't for the Blood Axes and me, Merchants
That
won't
was so
come
funny.
near these lands for fear of what might happen to them.
I see. Then you do Rosaria a great service.
Just as you did today. You're a useful man to have around. Here.
And there'll be a mug of something tasty waiting for you whenever you next stop by.
Ooh,
Right, we've
thank
got
you.
work to do for to make this place presentable. You best be going before I arm you with a mop.
Okay, well, that was easy. I just massacred 2 bandits who thought they were making some easy gold.
The man of the hour.
Hello. The hell were you doing?
You're the one who saw off the bandits, aren't you? Martha was singing your praises. Ah, takes a brave man to march into danger out of the goodness of his heart.
A Rosarian salute.
Oh, what is it they say? Old habits die hard. I trust you won't be reporting me to the Viceroy. If we'd had a few more like you about, perhaps the Rosfields might still...
Easy, buddy.
Listen to me rambling on. Thank you again, and, take care of yourself.
Make for Northreach. Yeah, I mean, that's where we're going. Let's go. Got nothing else to do.
So, we're meeting in Northreach. And will I find Sid and Jill before this dame finds me?
I stopped taking screenshots by accident. So, I guess Northreach will be... Yeah, I guess we're allowed to leave out this way now. Oh, yep, there we go. Oh, it's right here. I could go to the Dragon's Eyrie. It's by this is where we fought Benedicta. Maybe we're not allowed to go through here, though. They want us to go through here. Dude, there's 2 side quests here.
Ah, you're Sid's man, if I'm not mistaken. Couldn't trouble you for some assistance, could I?
That depends. What do you need?
Some new bearers from Oriflamme just arrived, and it cost Master Quinton a pretty penny to convince their owner to part with them.
Oh yeah, well he made me sleep on the
Must
floor,
have been
so...
a bloody tyrant. I can't get a peep out of them, try as I might.
They're probably terrified of you.
You're probably right. Dare say it'd take a bearer like yourself to open them up. So, will you have a word with them? Help them settle in?
I can try.
That'll do me. Tell them they're safe, and that if they need anything, they just have to ask.
I'll let them know.
Appreciate it. They're sitting over there, taking a long overdue breather, looks like.
So you're the new arrivals. Is there anything I can get you? You're safe here. They don't punish people like us for speaking our minds.
Truly. I'm hungry. My sister too, we're starving.
Wait here. I'll fetch you something from the tavern.
Thank you.
I won't be long. You stay here and rest.
Good guy, Clive. Maybe too good of a guy. Sid is like, where the hell is Clive? And he's gonna have people being like, Sid's spies are gonna be like, I saw Clive with old Quentin used to delivering soup to the town. Sid's fighting for his life against the Empire, and we're delivering stew. Come on now.
Master Quentin will never forgive me if I don't save that crop. I want no trouble.
Too bad you found
wait,
some.
That's... Oh, glory to Grieger. You were the hanged man. I took you for a rogue. If you're a friend of Master Quentin's, then perhaps you'll help me. His vineyard, Lostwing's pride and joy, has been beset by a plague of giant wasps.
And you need someone to solve your pest problem.
I do indeed. I've never seen them so far from the forest, nor so mean, for that matter. I suppose the smell's got them worked up. And little wonder. This'll be the finest crop we've ever known if the fiends don't eat it first. I tried chasing them off myself, but they won't flee from the likes of me. And if I don't bring those grapes in for pressing soon, Master Quentin will have my guts for garters. You look like you can handle that blade of yours. Will you put it to use for a comrade in need?
Yeah.
Please. Rid us of these wasps so I can be about my business.
You could have told me to do that in like 7
I'll see to it.
less sentences.
Oh, thank you. You'll find them over at Gotan's Bales on the edge of town. And hurry, Lostwing needs those grapes.
Like... You gotta kill the bees. Okay. I don't need to learn the history of the bees. What's the magic jump?
Bet you'd like to see what's behind that door, wouldn't you? Well, not on my watch.
Then die.
Sun's setting fast.
They'll all be back. Can I have another cup?
Hi, can I have some food, please?
I'll have 2 plates of whatever you're serving.
Ooh, bread.
Sorry. We've enough mouths of our own to feed without tending to the wants of outsiders.
No, that's not how this works, lady.
It's not for me. It's for some new arrivals.
Oh, my apologies. I didn't see the mark. So you're a comrade?
You didn't see the mark on my
In
face?
that case, you may have whatever you require. Take all the bread and wine you
Too
want.
busy being sassy, that's why.
Really all it takes. One look at the innkeeper's mark.
Of course it is. I do as Master Quentin commands, as do we all. And Master Quentin commands that none of his favoured guests.
You meant the hanged man mark, okay.
Don't keep our new comrades waiting. Take what you need and see that they
Deal.
eat their fill.
Bread and wine. Hopefully this will be enough.
Yeah, you know what I live on an empty stomach? Haven't eaten for days? Bread and wine. Drink the wine first, get wasted, then eat the bread to soak it all up. Easy.
Yeah. Bread and wine from the tavern.
Well, the loaf is slightly stale and the wine's somewhat watered down. They'll still get wasted because I haven't eaten in 3 days.
May we? Truly?
Okay. Little unnecessary. Don't have to hear him going.
Such plenty. Never in all my days.
Brother, this place is like a dream. We sat and no one shouted. We ate.
Karma.
And more was offered.
I know. I can't believe it.
You're free now. And the next time you're hungry, you need only ask to be fed.
Thank you for everything. Thank you.
A gill bug. Damn, you guys should have sold that. Like, given it to me.
What happens to us now, brother? Nothing.
Okay, let's just run here and do this quick. And then go meet Sid. I already know that Ignition is going to be a speedrun tech. Oh, maybe? Maybe not. Maybe it's not any faster than running.
That must be the vineyard. A few wasps shouldn't give me too much trouble.
A few? You see how many are there, Clive? Holy shit. Hello, bees. Oh no, whatever will I do? Bye-bye, grapes. It actually worked? What the fudge? I thought I'd miss a few of them.
Looks like that was the last of them. I better let Quentin's man know.
Oh, and if you stop it right before it ends, he doesn't do the slash, which slows you down. Interesting. I still don't think it's faster than this, though. We save the grapes, and then we get to go see Sid. What a day.
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been...
Hopefully Sid didn't run into Hugo while we're farting around delivering food and saving grapes.
Those wasps won't be interfering with your harvest anymore.
Oh, thank you.
I also burned down
Master
half the
Quentin would have
harvest.
had my
I
head if I'd lost
apologize.
the crop.
Here's a
I'd
gill
say
bug.
You've earned a reward. Our Gotand Rouge fetches a handsome price among the rich and powerful of the realm. We use that money to keep our comrades fed and imperial wolves from our door. The vineyards were Master Quentin's idea. He wanted to give bearers a place to work, a place where they'd be safe.
Well, he certainly seems to have done that here.
I'll see that he hears of your kindness. And once this vintage is ripe for drinking, there'll be a glass or two raised in your honor.
Hey. Thanks, Emil. Ooh. Can be traded for Gil. Nice. Okay, Sid. We're coming. I think. We're struggling a bit here. Okay, here we go. Should be where we're headed. Yes.
Is it safe to ride to Northridge now?
I wouldn't say safe, but at least now it's possible.
It's not a good sign. Not a good sign at all. That might be something.
Over here. There, boy. Get him.
Ooh, we haven't been this. This is a new area. Damn, this game is pretty.
Mistakes. Sick of Torgal.
I love that move. It does so much damage. That move does so much damage. And it recharges decently fast. Chocobos! Hey, why are you running? Okay. Oh my goodness. The raptor. It actually is a raptor. I'm a genius.
Don't let them get away.
I win. That's for Alan Grant. I'm sorry. Well, can we take a minute just to look at this? That's where we have to pass through, I assume? Wait. What was back here?
Good boy.
Hit the popper. Yeah, what was over here? Just a dead end, or? No, it was not just a dead end.
Sick of Toggle.
If I have to be honest with you, I'll say I don't want to really fight you guys, but
keep your distance, boy.
Extreme lunge. Holy shit. Did you see that dodge?
Sick of Toggle. There, boy. You know what to do, boy. Sick of Toggle.
5 bloody hides. Oh, it was worth it. What is it? It was... I don't know. Was it worth it? I don't know. Maybe. Just spent an hour and a half getting a new modem router set up. Did you do it yourself? Did you, like, buy a new one? Or did you get, like, new internet? Or... Because I know that pain.
Over here.
Oh, and you just had to set it up.
Over here. You know what to do, boy.
Uh-huh. That's fun. Very fun indeed.
There. Northreach.
Where's the dame? Do we have to fight?
Don't let them get away.
I just have to wait for my abilities to cool down every time we fight, and then we'll be fine. I don't want to fight you, you fricks. I really don't. Hey! You're not allowed to do that. That was scary.
Get him! Don't let them get away. Over here.
Hey, what are you fighting for?
Get him! Sick of Torgal!
Oh, when your internet down, your ISP tells you to go to the website? Oh, that's... I would rather that than... My ISP tells me nothing's wrong and to unplug it and plug it back in. Everything's good on our side. Yeah, I'm just calling because I like talking to you. I do just want to see what's over here. Jump for joy. Oh yeah, when they tell me to do that, I just go, okay, I did. Now what? Sir, how'd you do it so fast? Don't ask questions. Now what?
The soldiers used to speak of a brothel, but that was north of the checkpoint. I hope the dame has friends in the south.
How did you know we're going to a brothel, Clive?
It all smells so delightful.
I knew it. I was just gonna say it before the thing popped up, the icon. I was like, she's wearing bright colors, and she looks different than, wearing clothes different than every other NPC. That's her, right there. And then I moved about 2 inches, and,
Welcome. And a fine day to you.
A moment, my lady.
A moment? I doubt you could afford even that much of my time.
okay, easy.
Branded.
My mistake.
We ain't here to bang.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway. Do you think you could please me, Clive?
There's not a callback to Sid being promiscuous.
You're the dame.
You don't say, Clive.
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred clientele. You can call me Isabel. Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
I don't know. I mean, maybe. Probably.
You can trust me, yes, but... why would you...
Help you? Because that's what we do. Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible. Which brings us here. To the final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital. I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested. Unless... Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely. But I shall expect a favor in return.
Wait, what?
Clive's like, are you kidding me?
You
Please.
say these are all from Dalmekia?
Please, just one time. Can anything go easy?
The fruit's not getting any fresher.
Oh, you're just gonna walk us right in? Is that what the plan is, Isabel?
What the hell are you doing?
Tut tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my brand.
Spank me.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Oh, you can work me hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Oi, hold up.
What?
Another fucking branded. Well, you're lucky you're with the dame. Now get out of my sight, filth.
You're lucky Sid would be mad if I killed you. That's the real lucky one here.
That wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement. As
Damn.
do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me,
She just
we can
throwing it
speak
out
more
there.
at the Vale.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
Where's Sid? Come pick me up, I'm scared. Sid, I'm scared.
Well then, I suppose you'll need
Hello.
a little something to remember me by.
And I suppose I'll need to get my coin purse.
Okay. A lot of action going down here.
And if anyone requests her company, tell them she is feeling unwell.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Shall I have
Well,
one of
I
the
wouldn't
girls
call
draw
her
a bath?
stunning.
That won't be necessary.
She looks a little scary to me. No one here holds
Clive,
a
my
candle
darling.
to Benedicta or Jill so
Welcome.
far, so...
To the Vale.
It was very dramatic for the brothel.
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady. I am in your debt.
Don't say that to her.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do? I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint.
The hell have they been doing?
Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls. Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation. And I've begun to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. Though I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your best. Oh, and take this.
The moon and the stars, another seal. Dude, I just got one hell of a collection.
And hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking too closely at that handsome face of yours. Now, I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything, ask for me there.
Isabel, why do I feel like you're gonna get dusted?
I should probably start here.
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatienne.
Oh,
She's still missing
Tatienne.
then. Oh, if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared.
The day before, she was in tears. She'd lost her comb, a gift from the dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see, Tatienne was an orphan, and she looked upon the dame as a mother, as do we all.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps someone else did. Tatienne shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's over there, sitting by the pond.
Thank you. Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
Oh, those are side quests? Holy moly. We got 3 of these bad boys. Pride comes before a fall. Mm-hmm.
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking about. And you've already been sent off on an errand, eh? Poor boy. You'll be knackered before the real work begins later on tonight.
Okay, easy.
Told you share a bedchamber with Tatienne. Did she say anything to you?
There will be no sex happening
Before she went missing.
with any of us.
Only that she needed to meet with someone. She did mention a name, but I know exactly who she meant.
You do?
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every guil he earned on Tatienne, and picked fights with anyone else who tried to buy her time. Followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatienne was flattered at first, but it didn't take long for her to get scared. She thought about saying something. But the dame was so proud of her for how much she was bringing in, and she didn't want to let her down.
This man from the garrison. Did you ever see him?
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye. Claims he got it in battle.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this. Find him, and you'll find her.
Damn.
A man from the garrison. Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
Gav will never know. My true love is Sid.
I haven't seen you around the Vale of late. Oh, don't tell me you've grown.
Hi, buddy.
Heard the bones fell favourably. To the Vale, then, is it?
What do you think? Nothing like a quick tumble on another man's coin.
What the hell is going on? I can already only imagine what it already exists on the internet about Clive and Sid. Yeah, if you find anything, send it to me. I can't look up anything related to Final Fantasy 16 because I'll get spoiled, so I have to wait to look for that stuff after I finish the game.
Sergeant's got it in for us two. As if either of... Where's your commanding officer, Branded? Don't you know the training grounds are for real soldiers?
Hey, you lost or something? Sorry, but the Imperial Guard's got no use for your kind. The infantry always needs more bodies, though.
I'm just passing through.
I don't bloody believe it. The bastard's wearing the moon and stars.
That'll be why he's strutting about like he owns the place.
The Dame laughed when we offered her our protection. You reckon this prick's really worth a couple of the Emperor's finest?
I dare say there's ways of finding out. How about it, Branded? Care to show us how you earned that brooch?
Yeah, bend over.
I'd rather not.
Oh, no doubt. Only chivalrous souls that we are, Robin and I need to know the dame's being properly looked after.
Fine. If it'll put your mind at ease.
Oh, and just so you know, I won't be holding back.
Oh.
I suggest you don't either.
Okay.
Take a moment to get ready if you need it. Wouldn't want you whining about an unfair fight.
Okay, I'm so scared of you.
Now, let's get the measure of you, shall we?
Why does everyone talk weird here? You had to know what that sounded like. You had to know.
If that's what you want.
Cocky bastard. All right, let's be having you.
He knows what he's saying. He knows. He knows what words he is using.
Oh, and when you go crying to your mistress, tell her it was Leon who gave you the pounding.
Do you see?
Use all the dirty tricks you want, Branded.
Okay.
Alright. So you know one end of a blade from the other.
You want to see something else cool?
Enough.
Why did Clyde's face look like that?
Me.
What the hell are you playing at, Leon? So it's a real challenge he wants, is it? Fine. Sword up, bearer. Let's have some fun, shall we?
Yo, nice hammer.
How'd a bearer win the Dane's favour anyway?
By knowing when to hold my tongue for a start.
Here, well, you want to see something funny?
Stay down. You've got potential. I'll give you that.
Yeah? Here, hit me.
That's it.
Right in the ass.
Oh.
Can I go now?
Grieger's gas. The bastard didn't even break a sweat.
The dame's man or no, he's still a Branded. Best hope the sergeant never hears about this.
Yeah, not after the bollocking he gave us for missing drills. Might be the old sod had a point.
I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, good bloody riddance. At least we know the dame's in safe hands, I suppose.
Do us a favour. If you have to tell the dame about this, tell her we got a good few hits in, eh?
No. Not a chance.
finest, thrashed by a branded. The sergeant may be a surly bastard, but he had our number.
Heard the bones fell favourably. To the Vale, then, was it?
What do you think?
Oh, another one opened up, or is that... no?
Nothing like a quick tumble.
I don't know how a bearer came by the moon and stars. Can I trust you to be discreet?
About what?
About this. About what I wish to ask of you. About the fact that I, a humble creature, assist the Dame of the Vale in her endeavors. As unlikely as it may seem, there are those within the upper echelons of Samberquois society who find the Empire's treatment of bearers to be barbaric.
All right.
Really?
But what do you want from me?
This town is carried upon the backs of its bearers, and yet many would see their servants starve. Not for the want of coin, simple fare cost little more than a pittance, but to revel in the suffering of others, a simple act of cruelty. Contemptible though it is, my countrymen would sooner cut off their noses to spite their faces than see their bearers fed. And despite my best attempts at secrecy,
Cut off his nose to
my
spider
efforts
face.
to dole out comestibles have been noticed. Which brings me to my request. The brand upon your cheek affords you a certain freedom. A freedom I could sorely use.
You want me to tattoo you?
Fine. What do you need me to do?
Oh, thank you. An extra meal may not seem like much. Here, deliver these, but...
Okay, hand them over. I'm just a delivery dude, once again.
What food I can provide goes where the need is greatest. And today, that happens to be the barracks.
Okay.
3 bearers, overworked and underfed.
It's no wonder so many die before their time.
Tragic, true, but do not let anger make you careless. People will view this act of mercy as an undermining of the Empire's authority. Be discreet for both our sakes, and for the sake of those we feed. Oh, and when you're finished, a word in the ear of one of the Dame's girls would be appreciated.
You won't be staying then?
I'm afraid not. I'm expected back in the capital, and have already risked much.
I do kind of like this because it's their way of showing you, like, they're not all pieces of shit. Like, he was like, there are some, believe it or not, there are some of us that don't actually like that the branded are treated like this.
We can't let people starve as well.
The bones fell favourably.
Are you waiting for it to heal on its own? Hurry up!
Looks like now's not the time. You look like you need a rest.
Not half as much as I need this. Thank you. I don't eat it here, though. Not where anyone might see.
Has it always been this bad?
Oh, it was worse before the Chamberlain. I'd be dead without him.
That's something at least.
Just go between the sheets and eat. No one will even see you. Come on, think outside the box. Be smart or be dead.
I have something for you.
Do you see her arm? It's all like gray. I'm not sure if that's just the way the lighting is, or if they're trying to show you that she's yeah. She's definitely turning to stone.
Now. Please.
Branded! Who told you to rest? Stoke those damn flames!
Oh, yeah.
And you! If you've got a message for me, out with it. If not, return to your post.
See, Clive's a better man than me, because if I was in his position, and as good as he is, dead. Blacksmith dead. Goodbye.
It's not been half a moon since then.
Enough! Curse you! Get away from me! You'll work faster next time if you know what's good for you!
Hey, Baldy.
Here. It looks like you need it.
The Chamberlain must have sent you, but alas, my work is far from over. If I don't go now, they'll beat me.
You need to rest.
But I won't. I've wounds to heal and bones to mend.
And what of your own hurts?
They'll wait. As will my hunger. Thank you, though.
A drover has more regard for his cattle than the Empire does its bearers.
Yeah, they're just so messed up.
I'd better head to the Vale.
They're just so messed up they can't even. Okay, we're gonna talk to this guy because we have to go back to the Vale anyways, so. Let's do the main
I'm
one.
looking for a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel, Branded? Fuck off.
Hold your tongue. He wears the dame's brooch. One word from him and the Vale's doors will be barred.
This is such a funny area to be in. This is so funny.
There's only one man in the garrison with a dodgy eye. His name's Yannick. I haven't seen him around lately, though.
On account of him being in Moor. Yeah, Yannick left a few days back. Said he had dealings with a merchant there.
The dame thanks you. Moor is the last village on the road to Oriflamme. I should let Isabel know where I'm headed.
Fools there nigh on every night.
Like, it's literally just an area of, like, a little outpost that is, like, the Imperials are all shitheads, but they just care about banging. So, he was like, hey, be nicer, we won't get to go to the brothel after. Like, just...
Clive, tell me you bear good tidings.
No.
That remains to be seen.
Oh, Tatienne, you could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moor. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. Though that wouldn't explain his continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moor to ascertain the truth?
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moor are rather set in their ways. You'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary. There is a man in Moor who owes me a favor. More than one, in fact. His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables. Tell him I sent you.
I shall return as soon as I find something.
Okay, well, we have, since yesterday's stream, where it was just crazy for 2.5 hours, we have slowed down considerably when it comes to big hype moments.
Excuse me, you there? I cannot help but notice you bear the moon and stars. So you are an associate of the dame's? Might I trouble you for some assistance? You'll be rewarded, of course.
And who exactly would I be assisting?
Oh, forgive me. I am Etienne, a humble merchant, though fortunate enough to count the dame among my acquaintances. I have business beyond these walls, but the guards have grown somewhat suspicious of my comings and goings of late. I was hoping someone might be kind enough to go in my stead? And who better than someone in the employ of the Vale's proprietress? Would you be willing to help effect...
Why not?
Marvelous. The task is simple enough. Pass through the gate and deliver packages to a few of my most valued clients. There are 3 in total. A grocer, an apothecary, and a distiller.
Nothing dangerous, I hope.
Why, of course not. Merely trifles, which folk beyond the checkpoint are keen to get their hands on. And though I cannot prevent you from peeking, strongly advise.
Etienne, what are you having me do?
Well then, I suppose you'll need a little something to...
All right. Are you here for business or pleasure?
Both.
Business, though not my own.
Clive.
The Chamberlain put me to work delivering food.
I understand.
Ah, so he found someone to help him then. Just as well. I hear his friends back at court have been taking a little too much interest in him of late.
So he really is a Chamberlain.
There was a time when he was the Val's most illustrious customer. Us girls thought of him as a generous uncle. He was one of the only people round here who seemed bothered by the way the Empire treats its bearers.
Rare for one in his position.
A fact not wasted on the dame. A little nudge from her is all it took, and he became the patron saint of Northreach's starving masses. My sisters and I may have lost an uncle, but bearers are being fed for a change, so we don't grumble. Much.
Glad to hear it.
Gives you faith, though, doesn't it? To know there are people out there like him. And you, for that matter. It's no wonder the dame's got a soft spot for you.
I better be going.
Friend of the people, that's me. We got some ass. Well, we can go do this fairly quick, so.
If the right
You there! Fancy a drop of the Empire's fire?
Stop yelling at me.
And a china of your eye. I warn you now, I don't sell to your kind.
Etienne sent me.
Didn't know he had his own bearer. Business must be booming. That is no burden off my back. And this is for Etienne.
All this for a drink.
Not just any drink. The very best, specially distilled for my most discerning customers. The guards find that, they'll seize it before you can blink. You keep it well hidden, all right? If Etienne likes it, tell him there's more where that came from. For a price, of course.
Of course.
The pole, Clive, careful.
I have no business with Branded.
Well, I have business with you. A package. Fresh from the master's table.
I do not know you.
Somewhere the gate guards won't be paying him or his affairs any...
Fine. Hand over the goods and be gone. This is lighter than usual. Branded, if I discover you have played me false...
I can always take it back.
You will do no such thing. Your master should cut out your insolent tongue. Had you been the tool of any other man, I would see you clapped in chains. Payment.
Do you see who you're talking to?
Get out of my sight.
Do I look like a normal Branded?
Cigars. Those
Like,
cigars
are you aware of who you're shit talking? Go look at all the other Branded wearing burlap sacks, and then come look at me. And you know what? Maybe you should watch your mouth.
There's nothing here for your kind, Branded.
I have a delivery from Etienne.
Why didn't you say so?
Well, because you didn't let me talk. You're too busy being an
Times are
asshole.
hard. But this here'll make 'em less so. Sorry about the welcome. I meant nothing by it.
Hey, give me some of your sick necklaces. You bum.
Here. You can tell Etienne I'm a man of my word.
Perfume.
Oriflamme's finest. Just as promised.
Perfume, cigars, and spirits. Someone has expensive tastes. The question is, how can they afford to maintain them? I suppose there's only one way to find out.
Dab him until he tells us.
That's the day done then.
I believe these are yours.
How'd you get all this?
Delightful. The dame will be pleased.
You don't say. And would she be pleased to learn what you had to exchange for those items?
You mean the crystals? No need to be coy, my boy.
Why not just tell me in the first place?
An honest man wears deception like shackles about his ankles. I couldn't risk you stumbling under the gaze of the guards. After all, we both know the punishment for dealing in unsanctioned crystals, even such morsels as I provide. And if you don't know what this day's work may have cost you, then, well, I dare say you'll sleep all the better for it. Despite the risk, our friends beyond the wall gladly give their finest and most treasured wares for the paltry crumbs I trade in.
I didn't realize crystals were so scarce here.
As scarce as chocobo teeth, hence the thriving market for even the scantest fragments. Do you think it vulgar that I profit from the hardship of others?
I think you're doing what you believe is necessary.
Yeah, indeed. And I don't doubt the dame would agree. A reward for a job well done. I have the goods I was commissioned to gather, and the guards are none the wiser. I thank you, as will our mutual friend when she hears of how you have aided me.
Did you give me a gill bug? You're loaded, and you give me a gill bug? You give me nothing. Okay. You did give me something, but still. Okay. Now we can leave.
Think I might see you tonight?
That depends on how much you want.
Good God. Northreach just lives
See.
with everyone being like, going to the brothel. The brothel is the greatest place in Northreach. Everyone talks about it. Non-stop. Let's see if these guys will. Bye. I tried to slash him. Not gonna lie to you.
Oriflamme, how many bearers suffer to keep your granaries full?
Oh, the music changed when we see this sight. Holy shit. Ooh, what's over there? Nope. Must stay on path.
That's enough for today, Branded.
Oh my goodness. They're just screwed. And they're like, how many branded suffer to feed your area or a flam with all this grain? And like 30 minutes ago. Well, in my time. Old Sylvester was like, it is time we take more, for we can't survive on our own. We can't survive when we just have this, so we must, and I say must, take more.
Up, the lot of you. There's still work to be done.
You're late. What kept you?
Late for what?
Did they tell you nothing? A wild beast is savaging my boy. Well, don't just stand there gawping. Rescue him.
All right. Where is he?
My. I see they've sent me a branded with a spine for a change. He's over that way, towards the coast. Go, and see that you kill the beast.
All bark. Yeah, this is gonna be one of those kind of quests. Okay. Oh, right away, sir. I will save your
Someone
son.
whose son's in mortal danger. He didn't seem all that worried.
That's what I was thinking,
Something's not
Clive.
right here. I need to be careful.
The wolf! It's going to eat me!
Not if I can help it.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
Stay back. I'll deal with this. You know what to do, boy. Get him! Keep your distance, boy.
What an insane ass move that is. What was that ability? I don't remember what it's called. Inferno?
No! You weren't supposed to kill Wolfie. You were supposed to die. Father will have you whipped for this. Bearers aren't supposed to win. They never win.
What is this? Your father said you were being attacked.
You're not supposed to talk. Stop looking at me like that. We were only having fun.
Having fun?
Why are you still speaking? Father will hear of this.
He hires Branded to then run down there and watch as the kid watches as Wolfie kills them.
The
What
wolf's
the?
work, no doubt. But it's not the wolf that's to blame. Someone needs to put an end to this before it happens again.
Okay. That's a little messed up. What the fudge? Ah, yeah, ignition, not inferno.
You, Brandy, come here this instant. How dare you frighten my son? You slaughter his poor pet, and then have the gall to return, head held high. That wolf was trained. Better trained by far than your worthless kind. You are the entertainment, nothing more. And we are most certainly not entertained.
Nor am I. You'll pay for what you've done.
See? I told you, he talks too much. It's not right. I don't like him, Father.
You're not the Branded I bought, are you? How dare you deceive me?
Dude, this is messed
Well,
up.
the
Holy
sins
moly.
of the slave are the sins of the master. Go! Summon the unlucky wretch you answer to.
That wretch would be me.
That unlucky wretch would be me. I'm my own master. I'm beholden to no one. And I take orders from no one.
Lies! Do you think I cannot see that brand on your face?
Shut your mouth and listen. Those bearers you killed, they were people. They felt fear and pain, just as you do. And unless you wish to share in their suffering, you would do well to remember we are not your playthings.
Father, he's scaring me.
How dare you threaten us? How dare you?
Can't we just buy another hound? A bigger one, a better one.
Of course, my son. I'll have the villagers fetch us another. With jaws powerful enough to nip this Branded's head clean off his shoulders.
I'm wasting my time. But I can't just leave those bearers lying out there. They deserve a proper burial. That much I can do at least.
We could kill him.
How many bearers have lost their lives to this nobleman's sport?
More victims of the nobles' games. You must be Clive.
How do you know my name?
The Dame. I'm in her service, like yourself. Never gets any easier, burying the dead.
Is that what you're here to do?
The mistress has me see to it that none are left to the crows. Since you're here, can you give me a hand?
Gladly. Let's put them to rest.
May their burden finally be lifted. I take it you slew the nobleman's pet?
I did. Now I expect they'll find another soon enough. And when it gets here, more bearers will die.
How
can they think so little of sending us to the slaughter?
Simple. Because you are not them. Bearers are tools when they're needed, and toys when they're not. And if one breaks, well, you can always buy another. Still, such attitudes don't always go unpunished.
Hell yeah.
Is this your doing?
Of course not. Wolves kill. It's in their nature. Invite one into your home, he's gonna tear your throat out eventually. Same with bearers. Fed or not, they don't lack for fangs. What will folk do when they bite back, I wonder? The realm's less two murderous bastards, and I won't mourn the loss. Here. For their help.
You don't have to.
Take it. You never know. Our paths may cross again. Till then.
$150 ability points, nice. We'll see if they're... Show me them dead, game. Don't be a coward.
You heard me. Shift your asses.
Well, I don't feel bad. Bye-bye, horrible people.
Have you seen my Chloe? I let her out of her pen while I did my chores, but she hasn't come back yet. I think she's lost. Please, can you help me look for her?
I can't promise I'll find her, but I'll try. Describe her to me.
She's beautiful white hair. She lets me stroke her when I'm sad. She's ever such a good girl. So quiet and kind. And she likes walking in the wheat. I know the fields are big, but she's never got lost before. Oh, she must be starving too. She hasn't eaten anything since yesterday. It is my job to feed her.
In that case, let's not keep her waiting.
What are you going to have me look for now? Or are they trying to make it seem like it's a pet, but it's actually...
With a little luck, someone might have seen her.
It's actually a person. It's just a branded. Wow.
You work these fields?
The game really switched when we entered into the Sambrek region.
Branded. And an outsider.
Really turned into, yeah,
by the lack of manners.
branded. It's really showing you
I
how
help
brandeds
you,
are
eh?
actually treated.
Tell me that.
Because a girl from the village asked me to find her pet, Chloe. Have you seen her?
Chloe, is it? Oh, little Lisette's plaything. Last I saw, the filthy creature was sniffing about the windmill. That girl's old enough to know she should tie her pet up when she's finished playing with it.
The windmill.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going
Off
on
with
right
you
now.
I won't have idle branded underfoot.
Like, I guess this is like the first time we see how they're actually treated in the world. Because earlier, in the other regions, it was in the hideaway where they were fine, and then Martha's house where it wasn't like this. Now we're in Sambrek, and you really see how they're treated.
Chloe?
Not Chloe.
More brown than white. You're not Chloe, are you, girl? Is that
Chloe?
Someone napping on the job.
Nope, that's
I
Chloe.
hope they don't mind the interruption. The crystal's curse.
Chloe, I was calling you. Didn't you hear me?
What?
Get up now. You've slept long enough. It's time to go home. Chloe?
Yep.
Why did you already turn into a rock? I only made you do a bit of magic. You knew you were my favorite. None of the other Chloes had pretty hair. It could be months before Dad gives me another one. I have to wait until they're too tired to work anymore.
Is that all she was to you? A plaything? Do you really not care that she's dead?
She's not dead. She's a rock.
That? The crystal's curse? That's just how she died. And now she's gone forever. Giving another bearer her name won't change that.
No, don't say that.
It's true. And without that brand, she would have been just another girl. Somebody's daughter. Just like you.
But Dad said bearers don't have parents.
They do. Parents that give them away. Families they'll never see again. But you became Chloe's family when you took her in. Remember that. And remember her.
Yeah, take that, you little shit. Yeah, feel guilty.
I'm so sorry, Chloe.
Oh, you're sorry? You're sorry? Are you sorry now? Are you sorry now? How did I figure that out? You thought you were looking for a wolf? Oh. I mean, that's what they want you to think. You strong AF. It's my JRPG brain, Prince. That's all.
If the people of Moor are as intolerant as Isabel says, it's no wonder the Empire never sent my unit here.
Yeah, and I guess we were told that in this area they're horrible to branded, so it makes sense why we're seeing like the worst possible scenario with the masters against the branded. Like, oh yeah, Prince. It's the whole kids aren't born racist. That's pretty much what's happening here. It's
Are you Bertrand? The dame sent me.
Sounds about right. Only time I hear from her is when she wants something. Well, go on then. What is it?
One of her courtesans has gone missing, and I need to find her. A soldier who may have information on her whereabouts is rumored to have come here to meet with a trader.
Many traders stop to peddle their wares on their way to the capital, but only one's been seen quarreling with a soldier.
Is he still here?
The trader? Oh, yeah. Stubborn sod stood his ground till the soldier got tired of shouting, from what I hear. If you seek him out, keep your head down. Fact is, folks round here would sooner hang a branded than help him. And that's even with the dame's brooch for protection.
Understood.
Old Bertrand, do you think I'm scared? Anyone else? Anyone else want to shit talk?
Oi, don't touch anything.
Don't touch anything.
Thanks for nothing.
Oh, I tried to slash him.
Weren't expecting any new branded until the new moon.
Oh,
You
really?
don't think he's a deserter, do you?
Some say.
What's this? A branded? Where's your master? Must I call for the constable?
I come to you from Northreach, at the behest of the dame. Perhaps you've heard of her.
Why, of course I have. I am the good lady's servant. What is it that she requires of me?
Rumor has it you were seen arguing with a soldier some few days ago. A soldier with a scar over his eye.
Yes, that's right. He had a comb which he claimed was an antique. Said he wanted to trade it for a newer one. But old though it was, an antique it most certainly was not, as I told him. Nevertheless, he insisted that it was of great value and was quite vehement about my appraisal. I stood firm, however, and for all his bluster, he still purchased a new comb, albeit an inexpensive one.
And do you know where he went after that?
My customers aren't usually in the habit of telling me whither they are bound, but as it happens, this one did. Yonder ruins, strange as it may
This is a
sound.
lot. This is a lot for one missing person.
Not at all. I would do anything for the dame. Anything.
Like,
Be sure
for
and
something
tell
that's
her
not like a
much
main quest.
that I was helpful.
Like,
I mean,
we're doing a lot of running around looking for a lady who ran away because she lost her comb. I don't know.
It smells of death here, Torgal.
Oh, yeah, it sure does.
Wolves. We can't let them get any closer to the village.
Have to get her trust. I don't even know why we're trying to get her trust. That's what I'm confused about. Like, we already got in. We're just sitting here waiting for Sid to show up.
Get him! Sick of Torgal! There, boy!
Oh, I'm returning the favor, right. Right, I forgot. The old tit for tat, not just tit for nothing. Okay.
A man and a woman.
Oh.
Well, the wolves have been busy. But the blood is long dry. So it is you, Tatienne.
If that's true, then the body next to hers will be Yannick's. The girl Yannick went off to see every night. You said her name was Tatienne.
You. Did you follow me?
Now, why would I do that? Unless you think I'd have good reason to. But no. I was sent to find Yannick. By the looks of things, I have.
No, I have.
We both found who we were searching for.
Nah, he was a jealous sod. Couldn't stand the thought of his woman with someone else. Then one day he sees her with a new comb. Thinks she's got herself a new gallant. Tells the garrison he's going to find the man and kill him. We know it's all talk, but then he disappears off to Moor for some dealings and doesn't come back.
If you mean this comb, it was a gift from the dame.
If only Yannick had bothered to ask, eh? He might not be rotting on a hill.
I think he meant to ask her something else. He stole the old comb and bought her a new one in the hope they'd wed.
Wed? Where would they have gone? Certainly not back to Northreach with a dame waiting. And we all know what happens to deserters. Tell the dame I'm sorry for her loss. When the lads come to collect Yannick's body, I'll see that Tatienne is delivered to the Vale.
Is that wise?
Oh, there won't be any covering up this mess. The most we can hope for is that the dame doesn't hold it against us. Speaking of which, I saw her in Moor just now. Could you tell her what happened? Might sound better coming from you.
We don't want to be banned from the brothel, so hopefully the dame is not mad that one of her friends got murdered by
I need to tell Isabel.
one of us.
Perhaps the comb will give her something to remember Tatienne by.
Weren't expecting any new brand.
Shut the hell up.
If it was a mess...
You are still in one piece, I see. You will be pleased to hear that your companions have arrived. They said they would meet you at a little chapel to the east of here.
Thank you, but you needn't have come all this way just to tell me. I was on my way to see you.
You found her then? I see. My dear Tatienne. It is by no means uncommon for a client to fall for a courtesan. Especially a client who's young and far from home. But rarely do such tales have happy endings.
I found this with Tatienne. I believe it was yours.
Thank you for returning it. I shall see that it has a place on her pyre.
Ooh, we leveled up. Level 23, nice.
I should go.
Before you do, I have one last gift. A token of my thanks. The Vale counts among its patrons several high-ranking officers of the Imperial Army. According to one of the looser-tongued gentlemen, it would appear that the legions are planning to march south.
Or to mention the same thing.
But did he mention that it was all of the legions? This is no mere skirmish. Were I to guess, I'd say the Emperor planned to abandon the capital. But that couldn't possibly be true now, could it? Take care, Clive.
I will.
No, why would they want to
Thank you
abandon the
again.
capital? What? They're just marching to take more territory. But there's a lot of them leaving, so I guess in a way
Fetch!
it would be pretty abandoned, I guess. The music was very ominous there, and then it just stopped. Friends? Oh, a nice pair of hooters. Friends?
Any trouble on the way?
None worth mentioning.
As I was telling Jill, it's worse than I thought. The capital's crawling with soldiers.
And here I am, the deserter come home.
Which is why we'll be taking the back door.
The game plan here? The pleasure houses, Oriflamme. Hell yeah. Sid knows these all too well. Well, I guess he actually probably doesn't.
Cheer up, you two. Can't think of a safer place in the Empire than a... brothel.
Really? Doesn't seem very private.
Sid likes listening to people bang.
So then, how do we proceed?
Oh, never thought I'd hear sex noises in a Final Fantasy game.
Where the shards are loaded for transport. That is one of the most heavily guarded points in all of Sambrek.
But not the most, which is a start. Besides, I know a shortcut straight to the heart.
A shortcut? And how exactly did you come to know about this fatal chink in the Empire's armor?
Let's just say I may have attempted something similar before. And may have ended up running for dear life after being discovered by Bahamut, but that's not important.
Sid, if the Mother Crystals truly are the cause of the Blight...
If? You wound me, Jill.
What I'm trying to say is, if the powers that be know all of this, why do they sit idle and allow it to continue?
In case you haven't noticed, the God-fearing people of this realm and their pious leaders care for but one thing, themselves. And they'll do whatever it takes to hold on to power. The rest of us are just a means to an end. The moment you raise your voice against them, you're decried as an outlaw, clapped in irons and slung in a cell to rot.
An outlaw.
Whoever controls the crystals controls the realm. But our kind can wield magic without them. To our rulers, we must seem the most convenient of tools, and the most dangerous.
But what makes them think they have the right to use us? To leave us to die when our bodies are spent?
Does a nobleman weep for a broken mug? A torn tunic? Our fate means nothing to them. No, this isn't a battle you can win with words. Believe me, I've tried, but nothing ever gets through. The world is simply not ready to listen. So to hell with talking. If they won't give us a say, we'll decide our fates another way. You can't blame a man for wanting to bring an end to all this, can you?
I can't. But what of all the people you mean to rob of their comforts? Are you happy for them to call you outlaw?
Sid the Outlaw. Ah, that'll do me.
You might at least pretend to take this seriously.
Have a little faith, Jill. Even if you don't think much of my choice of digs. If it means my deeds will be remembered, I'll gladly play the role of villain. But first, we have a gate to crash. And once we're in, there'll be no turning back. So you best make ready. The world won't save itself.
Sid is the absolute best. I love Sid. He's just so good. Every time he's in a cutscene, his dialogue is the absolute best. And then what's next? What are we doing now? We're heading to Drake's Head. We got a gate to crash. In majestic silence has Drake's Head ever stood vigil over the Empire of Sanbrek and its bejeweled capital.